Well, there's a new trend in higher education. A large number of students are shifting away from prestigious Northeastern schools in the Ivy League and are now looking to enroll in Southern colleges. SEC schools have seen a 91% spike in admissions of students from Northeastern states since 2014. Students cite warmer weather, better sports, and a more relaxed experience as reasons for the shift. And as the competition intensifies at these Southern schools, the acceptance rates are tightening up. Schools including Auburn, Clemson, and Emory are getting harder to get into thanks to the influx of out-of-state applicants. All right, of course, I have to go to our Southern Belle first. So you went to University of South Carolina. Talk to us about what that was like and what you see in these new students and their attraction to it.
Well, I started off at Florida State University because I really wanted to go out of state for a different experience. And Mom and Dad said I could if I got a little bit of scholarship to cover the out of state. So that, by the grace of God, happened. So I was down at Florida State in your area. Loved it, loved it, loved it. It was going to be an orthodontist. Then when I changed my major to journalism, I transferred to South Carolina. It was the best decision because the journalism school there is so phenomenal. Your last semester, and if you're interested in journalism or your children are, the last semester we actually produced a TV show. So we were actually doing it. We weren't just learning about how to write press releases for PR or how to write a script. We were actually sitting on the curvy couch or sitting, behind the desk or doing the weather, doing the directing jobs. We had to rotate. Great education, great journalism school. But also there was the football, and I grew up going to all those games. The tailgating is so much fun. The cute Southern boys, that was kind of, I liked that too. The Christian aspect of it, we were in church every Sunday. My faith became so strong. The sorority life was great. And a lot of people poo-poo that up here, up north, but I had a great experience. That's how I found the Lord. So overall, my parents were there. It was just a great experience. I understand culturally, it's cheaper. The beach is there. Charleston was 2 hours away. The mountains are 2 hours away. Everyone's nice. I-95 is there. We have a small airport if you're flying in and out. It was just a great overall experience.
Yeah. So, all right, next, our Florida girl. So talk to us about that appeal and what that's like down there.
So born and raised in Florida, loved it. FSU's a great school. My husband went there. My whole family went to UF or MSU. My dad, Mississippi State University. So they're all
Great
SEC.
schools, yeah.
I left and I go to the Northeast. I go to Georgetown. I go to Harvard. I love my time there. Being in D.C., getting to intern in D.C., being at these great institutions. There were some liberal lunatics, of course, on the campus, but by and large had a great experience. But I understand the appeal of some of these SEC schools. I understand people wanting a return to normalcy, the values that you just mentioned. Places like Vanderbilt, another great school. Yeah. So I hope the institutions that I love and that really help make me who I am today continue to support conservatives. I felt very supported by the staff on campus. Because if you don't, what you're going to see are places like Alabama, 85% acceptance rate, now 46%. Yeah. Clemson, 52% acceptance, now 38%. Wow. People love these SEC schools.
Yeah. All right, coming from the Fighting Illini, so talk to us about, first of all, I don't know about you, but coming from the Pac-12, I feel like we got absolutely, the short end of the stick with media coverage and definitely officials' calls. It kills me. Now we're in the Big Ten, whatever. But I definitely feel like, and now I feel like I was asking you a question, I'm talking about myself. But it was that I feel like, so I went to University of Washington, and it was awesome. I had the best Greek life experience ever, massive football, everything was awesome. We went to the Rose Bowl my senior year, it was fantastic, beautiful grounds, whatever. And it was really, really hard to get in back then from out of state, which I was. The academics were superior. But now I definitely see that there is a massively woke component to admissions and to things there. It is still this top-notch school for technology and medicine and so many things. But there's sort of that, insidious tendril. There's the ink blot in the well. I think I'm mixing metaphors. And so now I feel like for kids that are well, can I just be normal for a while? Or do I have to be well, my pronouns are this and this, and did I offend you, and am I going to get canceled? Has that sort of infected schools that we came from?
I think it has, and it's the Illini. They'll yell at me if I don't correct you.
Illini.
The Fighting Illini. But I think really the issue is that even these schools, and I have friends that have children there now. I won't shout out to them and embarrass them, but I have friends who have kids there now, and they send me things like what these professors are saying or putting up on screens, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is really happening in our Midwestern schools. And so I think a lot of Midwestern kids that I know are going to places like Ole Miss and Auburn and Tennessee, and they're just leaving Chicago because they don't want to be told they're bad. Remember, this is a group of kids that grew up during COVID. They were in 8th grade, high school during COVID. Now they're deciding where to go to high school. They're in their first or second years of college. And they want to feel normal. They do not want to be browbeaten. They do not want to be yelled at for who they are. They do not want to get bad grades because they're not jumping on board. I mean, my friend's son at Illinois has actually said, I have to think about the way that I respond to things for purposes of my grades. I mean, so here's a kid who's holding his own, right, in himself, but when he's putting his schoolwork out there, he's got to do it in a way that is pacifying what the educators are asking for. So I think that's why you have people going south.
Yeah, I love what a perfect representation we have, or like a deeply, like the breadth of what we have for the different geography and also the types of schools. So Charlie, you went to a small private school, you were saying.
Yeah, I couldn't have gotten into any, even when the acceptance rates were really pretty broad, I couldn't have gotten into any of these places.
You were a bad student?
Could have.
No,
I'm
he
sure.
I don't believe that.
He always
You're too
says
smart.
no.
You're heckling me.
You are not a bad student.
Are you kidding me? I was the worst
No,
student.
you weren't.
You're like the genius that gets bad
No,
grades,
no,
but
no.
everyone
I
is
was
like, you
genuinely-
bingo.
Yes,
I was
yes,
genuinely a terrible student, and for good reason. No, but I do think that a lot of this started during COVID, when you had all of these severe lockdowns across the country, and people would turn on TV and they would watch the SEC football games, and they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, nobody's wearing masks. They have their shirts off. They're wearing face paint. They're having fun. Nobody's." And then it sort of
Dr. Fauci, love that.
snowballed from there. And they're, by the way, they're completely right about it. You know, you get it is a lot more open in terms of, you know, you can say something stupid and it's not going to get you canceled. You can experiment with things the way you're supposed to at that age, and you learn things. And I think it's a much healthier, a healthier environment. And then also you get a good value, because a lot of those places are less expensive than if you're going to go to whatever Brown or Columbia up here.
Yeah, with a side of protests and, you know, all
That's
that
what they
stuff.
see. They see that on TikTok, right? If you're looking at schools, they're seeing that you can't get into your classroom. So they're saying, why go there?
Right.
Hey, it's Will Kane. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Kane podcast for full episodes right now.